Okay, we are now recording again. Welcome everyone to Seller Leads. This is Elizabeth. You'll see Vanessa's profile. I'm just in her account for the day. Thank you so much for joining us today. We've got a good meeting and it shouldn't be too long for everybody. So it should be some good information for you. And then I believe I saw Caitlin jump on so we can check out the next postcards, put in a vote, and then select that for the next round. So let's jump right in, guys. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share screen. You should be able to see an agenda here in just a quick second. Can you guys jump in your chat box and tell me if you can see the screen and also hear me, please, and thank you. While you do that, I'm going to continue to admit 8 people into the room here. And I'm going to open up my chat box at the same time so I can get all set up for us today. Okay, yes, all good. Yes to both questions. Thank you. All right, let's jump in, guys. So you guys know the deal by now, so we can kind of run through it here pretty quickly. We had a good month. We had, as an overview, we had 7,968 postcards went out. So what I'm going to have you guys do, jump in the chat bar. If you had a success story or a callback or just anything at all, go ahead and plug that in, put that into the chat bar. If you want to, you can tell me in the chat bar too, if you want to just tell a quick story regarding it. Then I'll let you unmute and then you can tell that story. So yep, keep those flowing in. You can put it in the chat now. And then also in between, if you guys have any success stories, just reach out and let us know. We'd love to share those as well. But it also helps guide us in understanding what aspects work the best and what we can work on in the future. Okay, so next, we are actually going to jump right into the marketing pieces for next month if Miss Caitlin is ready here in just a second. But I'm just going to kind of go through the agenda here pretty quickly. It says it's still the best pricing we can get. We're over, over the 10,000 postcards sent. It does say in here, Felicia or Vanessa must put this in here, that the posted pricing did go up a penny. So not a big deal. It went up, but penny doesn't hurt anything. So, but just to notate that in there as well, that you guys know there was a slight minimum tiny change to that. Caitlin, are you on with us today?
I am. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi, I'm going to go ahead and stop my screen share.
Okay.
If you're prepared, are we able to jump in and take a quick look at some examples for next month?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay, I'm going to let her take the screen share. And let's do a good look at these. As always, we're going to kind of just flow the way we typically do, whereas then you guys can jump in your chat bar. We'll go through option. You have 3, is that correct, Caitlin?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, can you see these up on my screen?
Yes, so we'll do option. I'll let Caitlin say option 1, option 2, and then you guys can go to 3 and then just jump in there. We kind of typically say, is there one you like as is first? Sometimes you guys like to jump in the comments and say 1, but with the wording of 2, and then we'll edit it and kind of cater it to your liking. So Caitlin, go ahead.
Okay, so these all kind of have a similar messaging, like now's a great time to sell, don't wait kind of thing. Just a little bit different wording and layout. So here's option 1.
Okay.
All right, and then here's option 2.
So you're saying it's similar wording on these, just in different layouts?
Right. Well, the wording's different, but kind of same message.
Same messaging, but just different wording. Okay, gotcha. Sorry. Okay, so that's option 2, everyone. Inventory is low, demand is high.
Okay, and then here's option 3.
And then I know you guys liked the messaging on one of the other meetings where it said sometimes it pays to wait, now is not that time. If you've ever thought about selling your home, call me today, now's the time to do it. So basically, that's the messaging you mentioned in the past was something you liked. So that's been incorporated into this option number 3. I'm going to have you guys go to the chat bar, but Caitlin, could we do that again one more time? Let's go 1, option 2, option 3. I feel like it's like the eye doctor. 1, better 2, better 1, better 2.
Yeah. Here's option 1 again.
Okay, option 1, there's never been a better time to sell. It's pretty prominent on the front. On the back side, it looks like all the information's there. It's just very clearly and nicely put in a graphic way. So that's a very nice one. Go ahead, go to number 2.
Here's option 2.
So this is similar concept. Demand is strong, price it right from the start. Know your budget. Inventory is low, demand is high, but it's got a little bit of a different graphic with the snow on there, which is still relevant, and it says it's still a seller's market because we're catering to listings here. Okay, so that's number 2.
Okay, and then option 3.
And then this just has a different like aesthetic feel to it, I would say. The graphic on the front is welcoming, it's calm, it's simple. On the back, again, there's never been a better time to sell, so same concept. Have you outgrown your home or has it outgrown you? Either way, if you're thinking, take the first step. So basically, it still says in here that the rates and higher buyer activity from low end home inventory. So same messaging. Let's jump into the chat box here. Let's see what you guys are just doing as a quick poll. Let me jump in. Good. I like that you guys are active in here. All right. So we have a vote for 2. And then it says, when will this go out? Sharon's asking, I like 1 with the snow, but need to know when sellers will get this one. So can you answer that question, please, Caitlin? When would it go out?
Yeah, so typically it's the middle of next month. So it'll be around March 15th to 20th. I know the past couple, for some people, have been a little bit behind because of the post office, but typically it's about middle of the month.
Mm-hmm. And you guys know, as Ohio, like March is definitely still snow. We definitely still get some snow into April, but probably by April we'll start wanting to peek some flowers through those snow just for some inspiration. But still relevant for sure to answer that question. Again, we have another vote for 2. We have 2 votes. Well, I have a vote for 3 and then one that says 1 or 3. Like number 2. Do you like number 1, 1 or 2, 1 or go 1, 2? So Caitlin, we'll have to kind of tally these votes up here when we get off.
Okay.
Is it looking like it's pretty much a tie between 1 and 2 right now, or is 2 a little bit ahead? You can count for me while I'm reading through here. You like picture 1, but picture 2 wording. And then can you please show us option 1 again when you're done calculating the totals?
Okay, here's 1 again.
So again, this is a clean aesthetic feel. I like the way that it's simplistic in its look. Let's see here. Okay, I agree. I like the picture on 1, but the wording on 2. 1 and 1. So give us a second, guys. Still put your votes in. Let us tally this up so we can make a decision while we're on here. So we can see what the majority is going with. And again, if there is a wording that we'd like that we don't use this round, we can for sure use it on next round. And then we'll use it with a graphic that's relevant to when they would be receiving it in April. We'll still work with it. Love picture 1 and 2, but wording on 3. So we've got kind of a different opinion on a lot because you know what, it's what's happening here is the same thing as what the consumer does. Every mentality is different. Every mindset's different. That's why we've got these different options. So if you happen to love one that isn't the one that's chosen that month, feel free to, still reach out. Caitlin can give you the graphic and you can still work with the marketing team and get that out on your own as well too. Or use it for a digital media. If you love the graphic and we choose maybe number 2 and you were a fan of number 1, then, if we can have the marketing team switch that to social media graphic, you're still getting, the benefit of having that graphic as well. Okay, Caitlin, what does it look like?
It's looking like 1's winning by a few. I know a couple people mentioned like wording from number 2, so I don't know if we want to take another vote.
Can we take a look at 1 and 2 then?
Sure. So here's number 1.
Okay.
And then
can we go back up and look at the wording for 1 real quick?
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay. So thinking of buying or selling your home, and I have it kind of minimized right now. Can you read really quick what's in those boxes for us, Caitlin?
Yep. Your home will receive visibility on 750 real estate related websites. 95% of all time spent searching for homes happens online. Then the next box says, I am part of a leading team where our principles are based on honesty, integrity, and unwavering commitment to outstanding service. The third one says, I have expert advice to help you through every step in the process of buying or selling your home. And the fourth is, your home is your largest investment. As a real estate professional, I can get you the best price in the quickest time.
So with that one, you're getting a lot of text, a lot of language, but it's very simple and clean, and it's not like reading paragraphs. So consider that. And then option number 2. So the text on option 2, if you can read that for us real quick, that would be great for those who have a hard time to see.
If you want to sell, demand is strong. Buyers are out in force right now looking for their dream home. These buyers are ready, willing, and able to purchase. Price it right from the start. Getting the price right ensures that the most buyers see your home and may mean a quick sale in some areas. And then if you want to buy, demand is strong. The more you can do to differentiate yourself from other buyers that are also looking for their dream home, the better. Know your budget. Get pre-approved for your mortgage to know how much home you can afford before you start shopping.
So here's what we'll do, since there seems to be a preferred number one. Oh, switching to number one. There we go. All right. So here's how we're going to have you answer the next question. So it's, we can easily see the difference between the other numbers you put in there. So now we're just referring to the text. So if you can write in there, if you like text number one or text from number two. So say text on one or text on two, and that's going to help us decide what wording you guys want to go along with that. So you're hitting just one, but I'm assuming this is still referring to text. Is that correct? Okay, so text on one. So it seems like everybody is liking the graphic on one and the text on one now that we kind of broke it down and read it. I think that helped to read it because sometimes it's hard on a Zoom when their window is tiny to see what the wording says. Okay, it seems to be all about the one now. Number one is number one. Okay, so it looks like we're going to go with number one. Again, if you like anything from 2 and 3 and you would like it to be converted to a social media graphic, Caitlin can help navigate that either through herself or her marketing team to get that back to you.
Right, and then going off of that, I know we had mentioned that last meeting.
Yes.
So I'm getting the ones ready for the postcard that's going out pretty soon.
Okay.
I'll have those ready and have Vanessa send them out, and then ideally get them up on Schmidt Resources, but I need to figure out the best place for those. But
well, we already have a seller leads folder. I know at one point it was mentioned maybe we can have something like that in the seller leads folder just to make it easy for our group, because if we put it in social media, I mean, that it actually, those are relevant anywhere in the company. Like these graphics wouldn't just be applying to that, but if you want to just have them throw it in at least the seller leads, that would help our team just know where it is very quickly.
Right.
And then we can still send them on out to the group if you want to shoot them to Vanessa. Is there anything else you want to share or any issues you had or reminders?
I had made an edit to the submission form last month. It was just something small towards the bottom because I know a lot of people are they're not taking any more leads in and they have the same list. So there's an option to select if you want to use the same mailing list you did last month, and that way you don't have to resend it to me or re-upload it. I'll just have it from last month.
Okay, great. That's actually great. Do you guys have any questions for Caitlin on that? If you can put that in the chat bar, or you don't have too many on the call if you want to unmute real quick. But that's just an extra benefit for you guys to save you one less thing to do if you're just using the same spreadsheet. Again, to reiterate, that's just the same spreadsheet. If you do have additions or changes, that needs to still be uploaded. Okay, I think we're good, Caitlin. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate everything. We look forward to that as well. Let me go ahead and I'm going to share screen again. Get you back onto our agenda, guys. And to clarify, it has in here Friday, February 26th in here for having the contact information and form. So is that date still confirmed? Yes. Okay. Yes, she says yes. Okay, perfect. All right. So I can see in here, they've done the analytics here. We've had 6,636 leads that were distributed this month. If you've had any issues, you guys can please let us know. There is a note in here that says, I don't know if this is from this week or last week, but it says anyone that got updated leads this month that showed 2018 to 2020 sold dates, it is a known issue and that they should be fixed. So if you have any issues, please reach out to Stephanie and let her know what those issues are so we can help the resolution. Now, if you guys don't have any questions on the postcards, I'm going to jump into something that I just felt was going to be beneficial for you guys to learn something that can help you or to benefit you. So basically, we're talking about, seller leads, getting prospects, turning them into listings, right? Well, we want to also provide you ways and avenues in which, that can happen. using company provided or brand provided tools or technologies. So I'm going to show you guys something you may or may not know, and you might have heard me say it, but you maybe didn't know how to navigate it. And that is going to be video via YouTube. So yes, this could be relevant to seller leads, but it's clearly relevant to any aspect of real estate. So here's the cool thing. Each of you is given a company provided G Suite account, which is your email. Your at cbschmidtohio.com email is a company G Suite account. That means it's a Gmail account. So even if you use it or you don't use it, you still have one. And the benefit to that is you get a series of apps that is included with it. And there is a great deal of benefit to using them. And one of them is YouTube. So whether you knew it or not, you all have a YouTube account already. And it's just a matter of me showing you where to access it and maybe how to make a couple quick, getting it ready tips for you, and then letting you, know that you're able to start using it. So it's relevant because, for those that are not aware, YouTube was its own entity, clearly blew up, right? Got very, high in usage and volume, and it's become just a mainstream part of today. Well, Google caught sight of that. Google bought YouTube. So now Google likes to promote anything that is its own product. So that means when we tell you video is king and you keep hearing that phrase, it is because video provides the highest analytic return, meaning more people want to watch a video than just read through something. And the benefit to that is it increases your value online. So I'm in right now on a search engine, and this would apply to Google, Bing, Yahoo, or anywhere. And if I was to come in here and just type in Realtor Coldwell Banker, what happens is right now, just now, the search engines did a check on their internal, data, and it found every site that has words keyed into it, Realtor Coldwell Banker. And then what it does is it yields me the highest return. So the ones that are of the most value. That could also mean they're the most watched, looked at, or viewed locations, right? So you can clearly see coldwellbanker.com is very heavy. It's called SEO, search engine optimization. The video aspect comes in hand because what happens when you're in these search bars, sometimes it shows up here, sometimes it's in the more option, but you're able to click on these extra little things in any search bar, and it gives you content that's connected to it images wise. So we tell you to upload photos. It's because when you upload your photo to your website and online and social media, it'll connect it here so people can now hear this gentleman who's a Coldwell Banker agent. I found him just by clicking on Realtor Coldwell Banker and clicking images, and I got to him. So it connects people to your everything you do, everything. And I mean email, social media, YouTube, you name it. But we also have an option here that has videos. And the great thing here is that video is highly promoted. So when you put a video into your account for your website, or a video into a newsletter, or a video into your social media, it also helps yield it to return here. So as an example, this gentleman who's a Coldwell Banker real estate agent created his video, and it's showcased here. So now I'm able to watch that video. So ultimately, video yields you back the highest return, not only in how many people are watching it and viewing it, but it also allows the search engines to showcase you and find you more, right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to show you how to access your YouTube channel. I'm going to show you how to quickly change the background. And then I'm going to also give you a link to a training that I did. Basically, I'm able to show you guys how to quickly take the video, upload it to YouTube. It can be either on your computer or from your cell phone, and you can start using your YouTube account. But before I do that, I'm going to jump back in. I'm going to read something in my questions I've got here. Lucy says, can you merge your current YouTube account with Sweet Schmidt account? So here's the clarification. She's asking if you already have a Gmail account and you already have a YouTube, can you merge it with your company provided? The answer is you wouldn't want to. You would actually want to have that separate. It's totally different entity. So ultimately, Coldwell Banker Schmidt family of companies G Suite account let me clarify this. It comes with a series of apps. When you're in your email or you log into Google, I'm actually going to show you up here in the top right-hand corner. You've got these icons here. Let me explain it to you. Let's scroll over. You scroll down one more so you guys can see right here. This is your Google Apps. So this is part of the benefit here. When you click on this, it gives you everything that comes with your G Suite that's loaded automatically. And then anything additional that you want, you can come down all the way to the bottom, click on more, and then you can really think of anything that you want, type it in, probably going to get an app associated to help you. Now, this is a benefit of a Gmail account. So even though what I'm showing you is a company provided account, take a look at my screen. Here's what she's referencing. So this is my company email, my G Suite account through the company at CB Schmidt, Ohio. And if you notice in my apps, I have a YouTube account. However, let's jump into one of my other emails here really quick. Actually, I have a Join the Blue account. This is a different company account and I have personal. I have so many different emails, right? The benefit is because it's a Gmail, you can bounce back and forth between everything very quickly. Let's go in here. And then, I'm going to go into one that I already have open because I don't want to have to sit here and type the passwords out. Let's see, I got this one open here. And when I go into that Gmail account, I also have the apps in the upper right-hand corner. And I also have a YouTube account. So essentially, if you have a Gmail, you have a YouTube account. So this doesn't stop you from using YouTube if you're not using your company provided. The only difference with using the company provided G Suite is you have more storage space in your drive, more storage space in your photo, and you have more capabilities to be able to have your information or to use it. So if you have a personal YouTube where it's already set up and you're already using it, you can go ahead and continue to use that for your business. But if you wanted to have it be separate, for example, I have a personal YouTube account, I wouldn't want to merge my business videos with that for me because I'm not a realtor. You guys can make that distinction, but there's not a way to merge the two. What you would want to do is just start fresh with the one. Going forward, using it for business and then keeping the other one separate. So you want to focus on one YouTube channel just to make it easier for you to clear the clutter. As you can see here, it's not hard to use. I mean, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have actually 6 because I have one for the company too, where we do our Schmidt video classroom. So even though I have many, I'm still able to toggle back and forth very easily. Let's jump back in and actually go into one of our YouTube channels now. And I want to show you how easy it is for you guys to use, and maybe it'll remove some apprehension. Okay, let me get out of here. I just signed into my email account, so I want to get into the right one now. Okay, so now when you're in, you're going to have the page load to your YouTube channel. And of course, when you first get in, this is going to be blank. You're going to have no banner. You're going to have no profile here unless it pulls it through already from your Gmail. I'm going to show you how to change these very quickly so that your page is just done. It's not like a website where you got to build everything out before you want to start sharing it and using it. This is one of those things where you can just plug in your graphic here, which I already have provided for you, and your photo or your logo. And then bam, you can start uploading videos and start using other videos. I'm going to go ahead and admit, hold on. I'm actually admitting Candy right now. And as soon as she comes into this meeting, she's going to see her face right here. Okay, so here we go. The first thing you do when you come in, I want you guys to look up in the upper right-hand corner and notice the icon here. So this will be your icon. You're going to click on it. And then when you do that, it expands all these options. You want to click on where it says your channel. But if you have multiple YouTube accounts, you want to switch back and forth, you would actually click switch account. And that way you can toggle back and forth. This is what I do. When I'm uploading a video to this Ohio channel, I have this one selected. When it's a personal video for myself, I'll click on mine. Or when I'm uploading a Moxie Monday or a Blue Sync like today, I can just very easily click on it and I'm bouncing back and forth without ever having to continuously log in. So it's very, very nice. But for now, we're going to stay in this Ohio Schmidt account. And I'm going to click, like I said, your account. What that does is it loads your options over here to the left. So you guys take your eyes to the left. You see this navigation bar. If you want to expand it, you want to go ahead and click on these 3 lines, and that then expands your options so you can kind of see everything. Sometimes it'll load this automatically in the side of your page, and sometimes it will make it be like a pop out like you see right here. So if you don't see it, click on it and then it will make it expand. So let's just do a quick little view of what these little areas are. The only thing you're really going to think of is home, which takes you here to your home page. Your history shows your history of your viewage, so basically just the videos you've watched. But here's where it gets a little bit more relevant. You can create different playlists or folders. So as an example, down here, we'll show you in here. I just uploaded 3 testimonials. So Candy, I just told them I saw you jump on. You're going to jump on and see your face right away. So there she is, their beautiful smile. But what we're doing is we're uploading our videos. But when the consumer comes in and they know, you know, like when you guys go to this channel, you're going to be able to see it in this view where it says playlists. So instead of just uploading 100, you know, videos and then you're digging and you're trying to find what you want, think of this as you and your clients. This is a perfect example. What if when you are standing there with your excited buyer and you're already got a camera out and you're taking that picture of that sold sign in their arms, and like that's the moment they're most excited, right? That's when they would give you the best review. So what if instead of just taking a picture, you say, would you mind giving me a quick like 10-second testimonial? And it can be anything. You know, you're going to have people who might be a little bit camera shy. However, you know, it's not a matter of this is a production. When it's overproduced, it can seem overproduced. Sometimes the best testimonials are the most raw, the real, like the kids are freaking running around in the background and the family's like, this was the best transaction. Like that says so much more to me when you know there's chaos happening in that family, but yet that agent made a significant difference and that sale was great because of that agent, right? So I want you guys to stop thinking about video as perfection, and I want you to start thinking of it as being imperfectly perfect. Nobody's perfect in video. Nobody loves it. Like even when we are on camera, we're like, get my giant mug off the screen. But, you know, it's a part of your business. You are your business. You are your brand. And imagine if Coke and Pepsi didn't start making commercials. What if they weren't making videos? It wouldn't brand the same way to you. And the difference between video and just print marketing is it helps you distinguish yourself differently from other people. There can be a stigma attached to, if that's the right word, attached to being a realtor in the sense of people thinking you're like just a salesman. You're just the next person trying to get the commission. Not true, but some people that it makes it true. Some people are the ones out there that make that true. They're about the money and they aren't about the person. When you create a quick video and you get those testimonials, what happens is they start to tell your story for you. So you don't have to be that person that's me, look at me. You're the one that's coming with class. You're the one that's like, I'm just like you. I'm just like your neighbor. So I can understand you more. That way I'm going to work better with you and help you better. So as a quick idea here, what if this was your testimonials and they get to come to your YouTube channel, or you're going to take these videos and put them on Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, you name it, all the places that you can, and now your testimonials are doing the business for you. And because these right here are so easy to get and it's in a playlist, right? When we uploaded it, I put it in this playlist. So now I can come in here, click play all, and my consumer can, these are such good testimonials, by the way, you guys should listen to them. But anyway, now I can come in here and get that testimonial review. And then I also have the playlist of all of them all together. So I'm getting a very quick overview of what it would be like to work with this person as an agent. And I'm not just going to stop at testimonials. You guys have vendor relationships. And let me tell you, here's one right here, Launchpad. Let me tell you that your vendor will make a video for you or with you if you ask them. Even if they are also reluctant because they don't love video. Literally these beautiful faces right here. We're like, But then, you know what? As soon as we got them on and talking and they start laughing and there's glitches, it just becomes funny and it becomes real. And they did it and they will do it for you guys. So if you wanted to start doing vendor videos about the value of what they can do for you, kind of like I did on our websites, I created that vendor page. And then what I did is I continued to ask each vendor for a quick little video. So it doesn't have to be all you. It can be your sphere. What if it's like, look at here. You guys see our launch pad here. We've got our vendors. It's kind of hard to see in here, but let's go back out. Joe's great on video. Is Elsie your manager? Does your manager want to do a quick video here? Your ASC may or may not be interested in doing that as well, but the point is that you can very easily get content and create videos without overthinking it. Don't overthink it, just do it. If you do it and you don't like it, make it private, nobody can see it. But until you do it, you're never gonna feel comfortable. So it's just giving you the idea of like, what can I do on YouTube? You can have a playlist that's testimonials. You can have a playlist that is vendors. You can have a playlist that is your listing videos. Do you remember when you go in the MLS, guys, and it stitches together your photos and it creates that little slideshow? Why not just share it here? Then all of your listings are showcased here. In addition to that, why not take brand content and also feature it in your page? See this, Coldwell Banker? This is just on here just for examples here, but for example, if I wanted to have brand content, I can come in here and it's running from the Coldwell Banker YouTube channel. I'm going to show you how to do this in a minute, but it's providing content for your page that you didn't create. The reason this is very relevant, let's go to Coldwell Banker page, guys. If you haven't been here yet, make a note right now. Go to YouTube. I'm going to plug this in the search bar. Coldwell Banker Real Estate LLC. Subscribe. They have content that is just extremely powerful. There's a reason why we are #1 on views on videos across all brokerages. It's because there's an extensive team that is analytically providing videos that hit you emotionally, mentally, and physically. And like, excuse me right here, but like you can see right here, like the advertising campaign, it was changed. I know I'm trying to talk over this, but these people are trying to get home. They remade it because of the pandemic. So it's relevant to today. And when you're plugging these videos into your YouTube channel and then sharing them on your social media channel without doing anything but a couple of clicks to share it, you're providing content that is meaningful and that honestly catches people's attention when they're mindlessly scrolling through those social media feeds. Because you know yourself, if you're in social media or you're reading a newsletter, people are writing and writing and writing, but you get a video, you're just like, I want to push the play button. You're just, it's that what's the word I'm looking for? But it's just that like wonder of what is in that video, and it just captures, it's just the human spirit. You just want to watch the dang videos. But then the other good thing is that it helps you when you're on social media. Let's say, for example, if you're running a video on Facebook, it helps you see how many people are viewing it. So if I post on a business page, I can see how many people, how many people like it. But when you post a video, I get to now see how many people are looking at it. So all of a sudden, I'm getting an idea of how much my page is being used. So there's just a million reasons how and why to use video. I'm just going to give you a couple of ideas of how to get them onto your page quickly. The other good thing here about the YouTube channel is I'm in the brand still, right? See, Coldwell Banker. What if I come to the search bar, because I don't like to dig through hundreds of videos, and I want to do a video that is to maybe cater to a seller. In seconds, okay, here's like a video for CBX Seller Leads explaining it, the power of technology. I like this one. I want to feature this on my YouTube channel so that I can share it to Facebook. All I do is I click on it. This is not mine. This is the brand's.
I know that me and John.
I'm going to print it. Okay. Here's how you get it on your channel on your playlist. First of all, I couldn't happen but notice her face there. See that? See how video attaches you, and I had to click on it just to see what it was. Just inquiring minds. Okay, so right here, here's your video. Underneath your video is the share. This is where you typically would get it, how you would get it onto your website or go straight to social media from here. But what I'm recommending is you actually don't do that from here. I'm recommending you go right next door. See right here where it has the 3 lines and the plus sign? You're going to click plus. Now this is saying save it to what playlist. So either you play it to, you can have one that says brand videos, or you can just have one that says our technology. Or what if you titled it my technology, our technology, right? It's our platforms, my technology, or our team, our power, the power of our tech. You see how words can really play out in the meaning of stuff, even though this is their video and you're just sharing it. I'm going to do it right now. And I'm going to say at the bottom, instead of using one that I have here, I'm going to say create new playlist. Our powerful tools. Okay. And now I'm going to want this to be public. You can decide what your playlist is until you're ready if you wanted to, but I want it to be public. So a potential lead or a client that's going to get to my YouTube channel from social media or Googling me or my website is going to be able to see it when they get there. So I'm going to go ahead and hit create, and it's creating my playlist right now. Okay, look at the bottom. Now it also added that video to that playlist. So let's go back to my account, and I can always go back if you're confused as to where to go from here. Instead of having to keep doing the back arrow, I can always, 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 no matter where I am, go in the upper right-hand corner, click on my icon and go to my channel. See that, guys? That navigation right there? That's how you get back home. All right, now I'm going to click playlists, and you're going to see this. See this one right here? Our powerful tools. So now I have content that I didn't even do anything. I literally just clicked and added it to my playlist. So here's where I wanted your brains to get going today. What different playlists that can you create? Can you have one for listings? Can you have one for, for sellers, one for buyers? And, you know how to get the content out, even if it's not you, even if you're not ready to get your video up here like we did with her. You now know you can go to the Coldwell Banker page. And you now know you can go, as soon as you get to the Coldwell Banker page, or even ours, you can go to that little search bar, and then you can type in seller. I'm going to get some videos for sellers. I can come in here and I can type in buyer. If it would let me upload it all right there. Sorry. I'm going to type in buyer, and what it's going to do is it's going to filter out everything for buyers. What if you want to focus on agents and you want to have videos for agents? You can do that too. What if you want to have it be their commercials, their campaigns? Type in the word campaign, and then you can get some of that stuff as well. See how we get all these amazing ads, these campaigns that were run on Hulu and on TV and everywhere? Take your eyes to the top of the screen too. We have St. Jude. If I want to show people what our company is doing in our community and in the lives of others outside of business, I'm going to be able to share this I'm going to do it right now, because this shows why we're different. We're not just a company just out to make money. Making money is part of life and part of business, but we're so much more. And for that reason, agents are wanting to come here, and because that clients are going to want to work with a company. Excuse me. I need a water and I don't have one, but they're going to want to work with a company that's doing such awesome stuff.
But for thousands of kids.
Okay. So when you, for example, the St. Jude, you're sharing this. And if you're an agent that gives, a piece of your deal to St. Jude, why would you not want this on your YouTube channel? And why would you not want to share it on social media? Because I'm going to be more likely, if this is where my heart is, which it is, I'm more likely to want to work with you because I can see your tools are awesome. I can see you're a genuine person. And because I also know that when I work with you, it's going to benefit these kids, I'm going to want to do that. But people don't know it unless you tell them or share it with them. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to click plus sign. I'm going to do either one of these ones that I already have, or I'm going to do create playlist. And I can say our impact. I'm going to make it public, hit create, and now it is on my YouTube channel. Do you guys see how I'm building content without doing anything on my own? So that's the first step. The first step is understanding content can be created by quickly putting things into playlists so that it's viewable and showing up on your page, rather than you having that mindset of, I can't do video because I'm afraid to be on camera. What will people think? First of all, you have to realize everyone has those thoughts. Like, you are just like everyone else. But we have different videos of teaching you how to overcome that. And we have different tips and points that we can teach you guys on how to deal with that. But for right now, I just wanted to show you your channel. You have it, where to go, and how to create playlists. And just to spark the idea in your mind of what playlists can you use? What are things relevant for you? You guys can go through our page, go through Coldwell Banker's page, Schmidt Family of Companies in Michigan. They have a page. Just go ahead and do that. And that's in addition to our listings. Okay. So when our listings feed out and they're plugged in, they all get posted on YouTube. You can have your listings funnel here to your page. That's part of what Listings to Leads helps do. It helps take that virtual tour video and it helps connect it to your YouTube channel. And then it helps get it to your social media. So the benefit here is when I'm on my page and I wanted to share a video, I could there we go. I'm going to share Felicia. I'm able to come in here from my page. And now I'm able to come in here and hit share. And this is going to let me go directly from here to Facebook, Twitter, and let's go through here. There's a lot of names you're going to know and some you don't know, which is fine. But this is just a direct way to share it, to get it there. And then you can plug it in and put it into your website as well. But now it's coming from your channel. See that? We want to make it come from you so that you're driving traffic to you. So it's just a different element of getting yourself the content that makes you show up in search engines. So we are able to show up when people type in videos. Now, if they typed in testimonials, I have testimonials in here. So this can yield as a return on people searching for that in Google, Bing, and Yahoo. There's just a lot of different reasons why you should use it. So let's go into the next thing is this good old banner. If you try to put your picture in here, guys, how many of you know that when you put a picture in and it doesn't size right, you want to rip your hair out? And no matter how many times you try to resize it, it doesn't fit. And then you don't have a program. So you're like trying to go into paint, like old school paint, and try to resize it. Like, I can't tell you how many times I hear this conversation. You guys don't all have InDesign like I do or PowerPoint like I do. Can I ask you guys to mute if you don't mind? Somebody's unmuted at the time. I think I'm going to unmute people real quick. Sorry, guys. But basically, here's the next thing. I know if I give you something that's going to fit here, you're going to use it, and it's not going to stop you. So what I'm going to do is show you how to take this banner and change it very quickly. And at that point, give you where I have it stored in Schmidt Resources very quickly, just to put a simple banner. I don't want you trying to overthink this. Nobody's going to be here checking your banner out like, is this the best banner I've ever seen? Just make it simple. This isn't Facebook. So to do it, you're actually going to, bear with me one second, I'm going to mute. Okay, I think I got it. So at this point, you're just going to hover over your banner, as you guys can see here. And then I get this little icon that says like a picture camera, same as anywhere else. I'm going to click on it. Now it's going to take me into the YouTube studio, and it's going to ask me to either upload a picture that I've uploaded before, or it's going to ask me to upload a new photo. So that's what you would do. See it down here at the bottom? And then you just pull a photo out from your computer. Keep in mind, you have to have the rights to it. So don't just give any photo here. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you here. There isn't many because we just did it really quick to make it basic and simple. We have photos that I've already sized for you correctly. So you see how I have an option. I have two options, and this is for Schmidt Family of Companies, Schmidt Realty, and Ruth Realty. Look at the name here. What we're going to do is you're going to start out at schmidtresources.com, like you always do. You're going to go into Ohio, so you're going into our region from Schmidt Resources. We're going to come down in here, marketing resources. See that, guys? And then all the way at the bottom, nice and solo by itself, YouTube cover photos. So let me reiterate just so we can get that visual one more time. You're going into Schmidt Resources, clicking on the Ohio tab. You're going to come down here to Marketing Resources. I want to clarify that it's not in social graphics. So when you get here and you start looking here and you can't find it, it's because it's actually in Marketing Resources. Again, we're going to click right on the bottom where it says YouTube cover photos. You're going to decide whether you want the one that has all the the CB logo, or the one that has the home in the background with the CB star. And then you're just going to pick your DBA. So it has, here's Ruth Realty, Schmidt Realty, Schmidt Family of Companies. You're literally going to click on the photo and download. See that? Very simple. Now it's saved to your computer, and it's very easy at this point. When you come in here, you're literally going to click on the upload photo like we just did. And then we're going to select our photo. And then it's going to let you move the photo to make sure it's placed correctly. So it's very easy. So you'd click upload, it would pull the photo in, and then it lets you size it out. Let's see if I could just do it for you guys real time, real quick. I believe I have one in a social media folder because I just want to show you how you can position it. Bear with me now as I jump through here, and we're at 118. So I want to be able to round it out for you guys today simply. You guys think I have enough folders? This is only part of them. Social media, YouTube, channel art photos. Okay, so I'm going to do Schmidt Family of Companies. Make it a little bigger so you guys can see what I'm picking here. So I want this one. Guiding you home, and notice intentionally, okay, so when we make marketing pieces for YouTube, it's intentional that it's bigger. That is because YouTube is, well, how about if I actually make it so you guys can see everything I'm seeing? How about that? So intentionally, this is bigger on purpose, because when it's mobile responsive, how much of this picture you see on on a phone is different than how much of it you see on an iPad versus a computer. So we're going to keep this graphic, and I'm going to hit open. It's going to pull it in. Oh, that's not the last one I did. Yes, it'll pull it in. And then what you're going to do when you get in here, since I already did it, let's go back out. Then what you do is you just move the photo up and down just to place it so the words are right in the middle. That's it. So you're uploading your photo. You're just going to move it up and down until this is placed in the middle. And understand that when you are on different devices, that the photo resolution is going to change. So if I was not on this screen that I'm on, which happens to be smaller, you would see the full house and the full star. If I'm on my phone, you would see part of the house and part of the star, but we wanted this to be the focus right here. So you have two options for that, and that's very easily found in your YouTube part of Schmidt Resources that we just added a little bit ago. The other thing to update here very quickly is just your profile photo. Same thing. You click right here, and then you're able to pull in and upload. It could be your profile as an agent. It could be your company profile logo. It can be anything. It doesn't really matter. We've branded you here, so that means you're following the rules of the Division of Real Estate enforced by the Ohio Code. So your branding is up here as far as your DBA, so you don't have to have it here. You definitely can have your agent profile if you wish, or anything that's relevant, a house. It doesn't matter. So at this point, we've done the basics. You know where to get your YouTube account. You're going to come up into your G Suite apps and click on YouTube, and it's going to take you in. We know very quickly now when you want to get to your videos in your account, you're going to click on the logo in the upper right-hand corner, and you're going to click your channel. It then loads all of your options here on the left. If it's minimized, we are clicking on the three lines to expand it so we can see everything. Now what happens is when I'm on my channel, I can see all of my playlists very easily here, and I'm able to direct traffic from YouTube. Now I've got content to go to social media. I can put these in newsletters. I can put it in Facebook. I can put it in my website. And then I'm able to also have playlists that are just either my videos or other people's videos. So my content is still there. Now, how do we get your video up? I have a full training showing you that. I have a training showing you how to create the channel, how to upload the video to get it into YouTube. And then I also do make a recommendation if you wanted to edit a video prior to uploading it, what product I recommend doing. Now, keep in mind, I don't always use an editor, but when I do, I have one that's also on my phone, which is free. So the capability of you taking your cell phone, if it's a good quality, like a good Droid or a good iPhone, you can walk through and take stellar photos of a property, which will be on your phone. The program, like one of the programs I recommend has an app for your phone that lets you literally tap the photos. It stitches them together. It even gives you music that's allowable to use. And you can then take it from your phone and upload it directly to your YouTube channel. So I can make a video in a couple of minutes just because the app stitches it and does it together for you. So if you're not wanting to use the, listing, if you're not wanting to use the video created by the MLS, if you don't think the resolution's high, you definitely can do that right now. I'm seeing in here what app. So my recommendation, if you're a beginner that I like, it's called Filmora, Wondershare Filmora. There is a price if you're getting it for like your computer, but it does allow you to download things on your phone. Ooh, not wonderful. It's Wondershare right here. Wondershare Filmora. You can get as, Filmora. You can get as detailed and you can totally edit it down and make it amazing, or you can just let it stitch your pictures together. If you have, to be honest with you guys, if you have an iPhone, your iPhone also has like an iMovie feature in your iPhone. So you can always take your pictures and stitch them together, let your iPhone do it as well. Same thing with your Droid. Your Droid has the option to do it as well, most phones. And for those who don't know, Google Photos, remember that cool little app section we have? Guys, remember, look, well, let's go back into the email apps. You also have Google Photos in your apps. So Google Photos will take your photos and stitch them together for you also. I do it on my own where I tap the photos and I make a video. But also the cool thing is Google Photos will also take my pictures like a year later, stitch them together and send them to me as memories. So kind of like Facebook does. So those are just some options. Once you start using our apps, you can jump in and start, getting into the editing capability. But for right now, here is what I want you guys to see. Let's jump in and make sure I covered everything here. Video. Okay. So I'm going to give you a link very quickly to this training. I teach you, what I did is I took this video literally 2 minutes before I started this meeting. And then we upload it. I teach them how to upload the video. And then I give them more recommendations on how to get the video in and how to use it and make it accessible to you. If you can go to your chat bar right now, what I'm going to do is plug in the link directly to this training. I want you guys to take a couple minutes if you're interested, and I want you to copy and paste it. Jump into your email it to yourself so you have it on file, and then just do this training to get yourself set up. And a lot of it's repetitive, even what I just showed you how to change your photographic. But once you get into getting the video in there, you might want it then. Let me click on it. Somebody confirm I'm giving you the right one. Here we go. Let's see. Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and share my screen.
So you guys
Make sure my volume is up here.
Basically, I wanted to do it just like in live time. And I wanted to do it on the fly because I wanted you to see, I just literally took a cell phone video and I uploaded it and then I did it right there in the training. That way you guys can know you could be in a listing appointment and do it right away. So take a couple minutes to grab that. Let me review just to make sure I kind of covered the key points of what I wanted to do that. We know how to get to your YouTube channel. I showed you how to change your banner in your profile photo, how to create a playlist, and then how to get content from other pages to fill up your page here. But just to show you very quickly, if you had a video that you were ready to upload, right in the upper navigational panel, there is a plus sign on a camera. I'm literally going to have two options here. If you go live, be cautious of this because you're live like Facebook Live. But in here, you have upload video. Now I can tell you agents have done live home walkthroughs. So if you got a broker's open or you got an open house and nobody's showing up, or maybe they are, walk through that house live, walk through that house live on Facebook. And if you don't know this, it sends a notification to everyone that's your friend, letting them know you've gone live. And now you're directing traffic to see that property that absolutely would have never seen it otherwise. You never know when that can spark someone to say, oh, I like that house, or that house is great for Jim. Let me have him contact you, which has happened many times. So that's one option, is going live. But for uploading a video, I just simply upload the video here. And then obviously I've already got videos in my file here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to re-upload a video that I've done just to show you how quick it is. Let's do this. Let's do my testimonials I just did like yesterday. Here we go. So you grab your video. There's one that I don't have in there yet. It's Candy, since she's on. So what it does when you get in here, and the training I show you breaks this part down, but basically you can put a title in here, which is what helps it also come up in keywords when people are searching for you. So if it's like realtor testimonial, don't hesitate putting that in there, because if someone's typing in realtor, it's going to have this video pop up in their video results. You can put a description in there. And the cool thing with YouTube is once the video is loaded, it's going to auto pick a thumbnail or the picture that shows on the front. But the cool thing is it lets you pick the one you want. Like, for example, every time I upload a video, it's like the worst possible thumb shot of me. And I'm like, there's no way. So I'm able to pick a different one, or I can upload my own. So you have control, which is awesome. When I'm uploading it, I can actually choose what playlist it's going to. So I can pick that and have it go to that playlist right away, so I don't have to do it later. And then when I come in here, and then I'm going to scroll down, you're just going to say, no, it's not for kids, because there's restrictions on that. You can continue, even if it's not done. You can hit next. You can ignore all that right now. And then here, you're just going to choose, is it private, unlisted, or public? So you get to make the differential of who can see it and who can't. But you can also schedule it of when it's going to become public. And that's basically just the link. You can click the link and you're done. So it doesn't take much time. The only thing that's lengthy is if you have a very, very, very long video. Like if I have an hour video, it's going to take me some time to have it upload in here. But this is just where I have all my videos, and getting and editing them is pretty easy. So do you guys have any questions? I think that was a detailed, brief overview of YouTube and how and why it benefits you. Let's take a look in our chat box. If you have any questions, please ask me now, because we're right at our 1:30 mark. We're going to want to wrap it up. But I have a question for you, if you guys can all answer this question. Did you feel like this was relevant for you and your business? If you could say yes or no, just be honest. I want to make sure I'm delivering to you content that is beneficial to you. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, Leilani, did you see your face? I love that video, by the way. Yes, very helpful. Okay. Was there anybody here that thought it was going to be harder than what you just saw? If you can answer that question. So yes, I thought it would be harder, something like that. That helps me distinguish between the first question. Did you think it was going to be harder than what you just watched? Yes, yes, thank you. I'm getting some private messages in here too. Yes, I thought it would be harder than I. Okay, so now that you see that it is pretty simple, you only have to change a photo in here for your banner, and you can start getting content. My question next is, will any of you look at starting a YouTube channel now? Let's answer that question. Somebody's asking me why I'm Vanessa. I'm on Vanessa. I should have done this whole thing like Vanessa, so you guys would think she's saying all kinds of stuff. I should have said weird stuff, so you guys can blame it on Vanessa later. I'm just using her account for the day today. Daphne will say, okay, I will be using mine more. Great. All right. If you want additional training and videos, we have on top of what I just gave you. Let's go to the Schmidt Video Classroom, which is technically schmidtvideoclassroom.com. But if you go in where we constantly show you in Schmidt Resources, in our video, I say follow JD. Follow JD. He takes you to the video classroom. But it's technically videoclassroom.com. This is where we put all of our training that's company-wide. So with Carrie, JD, Judy, myself, or any of the ACs jump on and do trainings, this is where we have them. This is our playlist. So we've got it broken down for you, first and thirds, Facebook Fridays, long, like full Moxie trainings. We've got in here account tech, Moxie Mondays, social media tips. So you can either come in directly to social media tips or jump in here and jump in that search bar. I want you guys to start taking time out of your day and start using the search bar. Type in the word YouTube, and then it's going to filter out additional training on top of the video link I just gave you. So this is how to create and upload, channel art. And then we've got another training in here that helps you. You guys can see if you go through here, it'll be full on training. But we have a lot of training in here for virtual and video. So if I come in back into Schmidt Resources, let me try to figure out where JD put it. We have a lot of, I think, is it this one now? Let me see where it is now. Okay. So this is a lot of the tutorials that we created when we had to go digital. So if you guys want to take some time to look through here, here's another app teaching you guys mobile editing that's different than the one that I showed you. If you want to jump into that. There's tips if you want on video lighting. Let's go in here. How to create a virtual open house from your phone. How do I shoot a video? Getting comfortable on video, being mindful. I mean, there's just so many things that we really can take some time to teach you. And YouTube's in here and everything. So I think we've pretty much given you guys a lot of the support. It's just a matter of you guys dipping your toe in the water, getting it wet, getting started. And then all of a sudden you start doing video more and it starts to become less about who's watching you and more about what you're providing and what about the benefit people are receiving from it. On that note, I think we're good. And if you guys don't have any further questions, I'm going to let an email come from Vanessa to dictate our next meeting date because I don't know that I see it on here unless somebody else does. My assumption is maybe it'd be 2 weeks from now, but we'll clarify that. On that note, I'm glad you guys got value out of today. Thank you for joining us for Seller Leads. Now think about doing those YouTube channels and also how it might relate to the leads you've already received in Seller Leads. And maybe you can reach out with some of the videos you create to market your marketing to those people. Let's see if we can convert leads. Thanks guys so much. Have a great day and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.